What's up? This is Tony from ROACH. I am in Fürth, Germany right now, and Allschools is coming at you.
I am a man in war, and I am fighting for all of the broken people.
Like everybody knows, Jacoby had a surgery, and so I'm very glad that all went well.
Yeah.
Does he had any problems on tour now with his voice or something? Was there anything?
No, I mean, we did rehearsals before the tour in Berlin, and that's when he first was able to like fully sing again. Yeah. So he had to be, a little bit easy on his voice because you didn't want to just come out like super hard. So I think there are days like when he just has to be on vocal rest, so not talking too much for like a day off, and it sounds great, but sometimes you can hear like if he's a little bit dry or something, But he does his warm up every day, and goes out and belts out everything, and it sounds great.
So everything is still okay?
It's still okay, yeah.
Okay, great to know.
Yeah, I know. It's scary.
Yeah, it is. It really is. And you just released your new album, well, just in May, Crooked Teeth. And to me, it sounds like you went a little bit back to the roots with your music, like you added a little bit more rap. And I wanted to ask you if you can tell me more about the process of this album, when you decided to bring back the rap, for example.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think that has a lot to do with, you sort of go in like cycles, you explore, we explore different areas of we were doing a lot of like more rock oriented stuff in the last two records. And I remember about a year and a half, 2 years ago, Jacoby's like, I feel like I need to start rapping a little bit more. And we were like, yeah, let's, bring it back. Like just, but it's never to be forced. It's just like, if it calls for it, if that song part calls for it, throw a rap in. And when we started working with these new producer friends of ours, Nick and Colin, they were embracing like, oh, do you guys remember on the first record and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, yeah. So they were hyping us up in the studio to like, touch on some of the rapping more. And like you said, we went back to some of the old school sounds, parts, and then also with that in mind, we tried to push other boundaries, like with songs like Periscope, which is a lot poppier, not as much big guitar in it. It's just, let it breathe a little more. So yeah, I think this record definitely displays a wider range of Papa Roach. And, each record that we do, we try and make it as different from the last as we can. And, which allows the next record to kind of, it's always pushing the boundaries. We're always like trying to see what we can, see how far out we can go. And if we go too far out, we're like, nah, we better like, we don't want to not sound like us, so. But yeah, we had all of those things in mind when we were writing this record, and we just found the right producers to bring them out of us and capitalize on that.
Oh, that's great. And your first single was Help. And in some interviews, I heard that actually all of you said that you didn't like the song and you were sick of the song. Yeah. So why have you chosen this for the first single?
Well, okay, so we had turned in the record to our management and our label. And our manager was like, I don't hear the first song, like the first single. And we had other songs in mind that we wanted to put out first instead of like going with a typical kind of mainstream rock song. But the song wasn't written yet. So he's like, I want you guys to go back in the studio and write some more songs. We're like, oh, we have our record's done. What are you talking about? So Help was literally written after we had turned the record in, and then we went back in the studio and wrote a few more things, and then Help came out of that. And he was like, that's it. And we're like, mainstream, like, it's catchy. But we weren't feeling it as a first song. We wanted to put something out that people would be like, whoa, it was unexpected. But there's a lot of things that go with that. Like, the fact that he was telling us that we couldn't turn our backs to like our core P-Roach fans. Like, you have to give them something that they feel familiar with first. And we're like, man, we don't want to do that. We want to change it up, So, but it's sometimes you give in and you have to like compromise and it's not the worst thing in the world. It's a great song and we play it every night and the fans love it and it's helped a lot of people. So we have a different appreciation for it now, but in the beginning we were just like, no,
Such a crazy story. And you've got 2 guests on this record, Skylar Grey and Machine Gun Kelly. How did this happen? Why these 2?
Well, for Periscope, that song was written similar. It has similarities to our older song Gravity, where it's like man and female, man and woman, boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, whatever. There's 2 perspectives. So, I mean, Jacoby already had the lyrics and the vocals down, but we were just like, maybe we need to have a female on this song again. And, we were trying to think outside the box and not get a rock singer, like Skylar Grey has done like work with Eminem and Macklemore and so she's kind of not the typical rock singer. So we played her the track, we sent her the track and she just responded with, I love it. Like, I want to be a part of it. And that was pretty much how easy that was. And then she recorded her stuff, sent it in, and we made a few suggestions, and she did them, and then that was it. It was done, and it sounds great. And she's like, I love this song. It's like, so. And then Machine Gun Kelly, we had been kind of listening to him last year, started listening to him more. And then we did the AP Awards, and he was going to be in town, and we were like, how do we get MGK? Because we were trying to get guest stars to come up on stage and sing with us different songs. So he was down. We did one of his songs, Till I Die, a little snippet of that, and then he stayed up there and did Last Resort with us. And we played the song which became Sunrise Trailer Park for him, and he was like, I love it. I want to be like the other guy in the story. So we're like, cool. So, and he came in, we met him, and it was totally cool. He was just like, man, I can't believe I'm hanging out with you guys right now. Like, I've been listening to you guys since I was, so it was like a mutual appreciation, and he was down with it, and we had such a great time performing with him too. So yeah, and he's killing it now.
Yeah, it is. I saw him live in Prague.
Okay. Yeah, cool.
Really cool. Yeah. And the song, Trailer Park Sunrise. Yeah. It is a true story, or I heard it is a true story. Can you tell me more? It's
true, but it's changed a little bit as far as Jacoby's friend did not die. Yeah. But they did roll the truck and but that they tried to like, Jacoby just wanted to make it a little more dramatic for the effect. Okay. So yeah, but he didn't die, which is cool.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
It's always cool when nobody dies.
But he did flip his truck like 6 or 7 times or something.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Horrible.
So crazy. Horrible. Yeah, he was just driving and like he thought he put it in a different gear and he put it in reverse. And he was doing like 70. And so just, the gear, just the whole, just seized up and
oh my God.
The truck was confused.
Oh. This is awful.
Yeah.
And I saw a video that you played at a festival in Ohio in May or something.
Rock on the Range.
Yeah, this one. And there was this local high school marching band, and I was watching. I was like, wow.
Excuse me.
So no problem. Who came up with this idea?
I believe it was somebody on our management was like, it would be really cool if you guys like came out with like a marching band for Born for Greatness. We're like, what? I was like, I don't know, man. Then we sat on it for a while, and we talked about it more. And he did some research because he's from Ohio, so we tried to get like the college marching band, you know, and they were just like, no, you guys don't fit like our criteria. Like, I think we had like too many swear words in our song or something. So they're like, nah. So we got the high school band, and we're like, oh, how good can they be? And they were killer. Like, they sent us video of them, and so we watched the video. We're like, okay, they're legit. You know, they can all play, and they march great together. And so we didn't get the whole band because we couldn't fit them all on stage. It's like over 200 people. So we got like most of the drum line, and then some brass and some different instruments. And a couple days before the show, we were in Ohio, and we had a rehearsal. And so we met them all, and we ran through the song a bunch of times, and it was such a cool moment, like, because these are like high school kids, right? And they've never been. I mean, they play for high school crowds, but this was like 35,000 people or something, and so they were walking up just like, you know, freaking out, and there were two directors that were with them. You know, there was a guy in the pit, like, kind of directing them. And it was really intense because nobody, I mean, what rock band plays with a marching band on stage, you know? So it felt good to bring something unique to the festival because it's 3 days of bands all day long, 3 stages. And as soon as they started walking out, people were like, what is this? Like, and we went into the song, and it was great. And I remember getting up after we finished, and I just turned around because like a lot of the drummers were right behind me, and one of them was just like, "I'm all breathe." Yeah, they were like super excited. So it was a cool moment, and something that we wanted to recreate here in Germany, but we couldn't get it worked out. So, but it would
have been so cool.
It would have been really cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, we just, we couldn't work it out here, but, you know, you can always watch the video.
What a bummer.
Yeah.
But yeah, at least we've got the video.
Yeah.
And one last question. On Instagram, I saw some photos that you are recording a new video on tour. Mm-hmm. And I wanted to ask you if you're allowed, or if you can tell me more about it, like for what song and maybe when it will come out.
Well, we're trying to actually do videos for every song on the record. Like the 10 song, not the 3 extras.
That's
so
a lot.
Yeah, we've done. I mean, we're still recording, you know, videos for different parts of different songs. So, and then we'll put them all together at the end. But we're about to go do next week. We're doing a video at a castle.
Aww.
And it's gonna be so cool. Like, yeah. Just all the coordination. Jacoby, his brother's out with us doing videos and photos, and he's coordinated this whole thing with this castle. And yeah, it's gonna be. That's all I'll say about it. But
okay,
it's gonna be cool as shit. But yeah, for like all the 10 songs, I think we're trying to do videos for. So
this is so cool.
Yeah, you know, it's like it's a lot of work.
Yeah,
but
I know.
I think it's gonna draw more interest, and you know, people are just gonna be like, whoa. And there's so many different elements to each video that it's like, what the hell did I just watch? What? Like, we did some weird stuff for, you know, some songs. But yeah.
Okay. I'm excited.
I'll just keep it at that.
Yeah, keep it like
you
that.
got to be surprised when they come out.